Okay, let's go across to our first newsmaker today. Nilesh Rane is former member of parliament, now with the BJP, and the son of former Maharashtra Chief Minister Narayan Rane. Nilesh Rane, appreciate your joining us. You and your father have been making sensational charges, completely without any evidence. Your father, it seems, is only trying to settle political scores. He says Disha Salian was raped and murdered, and somewhere links film stars and politicians to it without a shred of evidence. How can you all make these sensational charges without any evidence? Are you responsible or not?
Sir, Mr. Rane had taken this press conference, I think, a couple of days back.
Yes.
And I think you should ask him all the questions, because he was the one who had taken the press, not me. But what I can say is I had something similar. I had said something similar a couple of days before what Mr. Rane had said. And I had made the same charge, saying that this investigation is not going the right direction. And there is some kind of a pressure which is very visible on the Mumbai police. And someone who can put this kind of pressure is can only be connected to the CM's office or very close to the CM himself, or someone like Aditya Thackeray, who is obviously the CM's son and is also a minister.
Now, on what basis?
Now, a proper investigation is not being done, is what is being seen. And that is why we are asking for the CBI, and which I think the CBI inquiry will be done. I mean, it's been initiated. So that was the only concern.
Mr. Nilesh Rane, you have every right to seek a probe. That's your right. But when your father, who's a former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, says Disha Salian, a young girl, was raped and murdered, when you today come on the program and say Aditya Thackeray should be questioned, I mean, you must provide evidence. You cannot just go on making these wild charges. Aditya Thackeray is calling it sadak chhap politics. I am asking you, you are engaging in character assassination day after day.
So what do you think he does? He does the same thing, and this is not sadak chhap rajniti. Just because he doesn't have answers, he can say anything. And first of all, he's not come in front of the camera. What he has done this time is he's written a press note. For some reason, he's scared to come in front of the cameras and answer all your questions. So it doesn't matter what Aditya Thackeray says. I mean, I've never given him that much importance, because he's got everything ready-made. So that is not the point. The point is,
Mr. Rane,
what we've been seeing from the past 50 days, after Disha Salian died, I mean, whatever the investigation should have happened, the investigation didn't happen according to what it should have happened. And that was the only concern that I think Mr. Rane must have said in his press conference. Is why wasn't the investigation not done according to the procedure? What we are asking is you should follow the procedure which Mumbai police. Mr.
Rane, your father did not just say that. He said that Disha was raped and murdered.
I have a report. I think it's a postmortem report or something. That's what I said. You're asking me his question, I can't answer his question. You have to ask him.
I will ask him.
I can answer what I have said.
You are saying that someone has been raped and murdered. When you make these kind of charges at a time when an investigation is going on, you must make sure that you have your facts in place. Today, her family, which is already grieving, is saying that you are simply, in a way, playing with their privacy, that you are, in a way, doing something without any proof, character assassination. Is this the way? You are a former member of parliament. Your father is the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Are you going to use a young girl's death to settle your personal scores?
See, he gave some kind of a he gave that statement that I have a report. I think it's a postmortem report or something. That's what I said. You're asking me his question. I can't answer his questions. You have to ask him.
No, I will ask him.
I can answer what I have said.
Mr. Rane, I want to be very clear with you. We have a postmortem report today that does not indicate any foul play. You and your father seem to have found a completely different version of events. Let the police investigate, let the CBI investigate. But for you and your father to say a girl was raped and murdered is a very serious charge, which is not at the moment being borne out by what the postmortem report says, for God's sake.
Who said this?
Who said this means? Your father has said, our team has got the post-mortem report. We have it with us. I have it here, the post-mortem report with me. And the post-mortem report says very clearly, according to it, that it was an unnatural death caused by a fall. At no stage does it use the word murder or rape. Now, if you have evidence, say it. I've got Suraj Pancholi, an actor who your father claims had a party on the June of 8th. He's denying it. Then you say Dino Moria, another actor, had a party on 13 June. Aditya Thackeray attended both. They are both all denying it. What is going on? You just want to throw mud and hope that it sticks?
Now, I don't know which post-mortem report you have. Now, I can't trust what you have. I don't know what you have. So, unless and until I don't see it myself, I can't comment on what you're telling me.
You don't trust anyone. You
now,
only
the second
trust...
thing is, what we have been asking is, now what Mr. Rane must have said, now I can't answer all his questions, but still, I support what he has said, and I think what he has asked for is a right kind of investigation. CBI should investigate. Now, whatever is happening from the past 15 days was not done correctly, be it the FIR issue or be it Disha Salian or whatever her matter, that investigation procedure was. That was not being followed, whether it was a suicide or whether it was a rape or whether it was murder. It has to come in front of the country. Now, that is what he said. Now,
Sir,
whatever Mumbai police has been doing from the past 50 days, they are acting as if they are in some kind of a pressure. Now, why would they do something like what they did to the Bihar police? I mean, all this is a matter of suspicion. Now, because there is suspicion, now people like me will say, now because we know what
suspicion cannot, Mr. Nilesh Rane, suspicion cannot become the basis of you to start making wild charges. You and your father, as I said, one a former chief minister, one a former MP, seem to just want to settle scores with the Thackerays. You are now determined that somehow or the other, Aditya Thackeray's name has to be brought into this. I want the proof. You give me the proof, I will accept your theory. Otherwise, you are just defaming people.
Now there is nothing that is intersecting with this matter. Now you're just telling me what we don't even have in my mind or in his mind for that.
No,
matter.
no, you yourself have said on this program, Aditya Thackeray.
Investigation that should happen, and
you have said
it should be fair, and you should in front of the people. If everyone should know about it. That is what I'm asking, and that is what I think Mr. Rane is also asking. What Mumbai police has been doing from the past 50 days, 60 days, I think what they're trying to do is divert the issue, destroy the evidence, and someone like Aditya Thackeray, who's a CM's son, can do all that, and that is why it should stop. It should stop now. Now, no one else is going to take Mr. Thackeray's name. Now, who in Bombay who in Mumbai or who in Maharashtra is going to take Aditya Thackeray's name?
No,
you want him now just because he's a CM son or he's a leader of Shiv Sena? You think no one should take his name, even if he's involved, even if he's destroying the evidence? You think no one can take his name?
He can, of course.
Why can't I take his name, or why can't anyone take his name?
Look, you are free to take anyone's name. You will then have to face defamation if Aditya Thackeray. That's between you and Aditya Thackeray. I only want to know. The fact is that when you and your father go and say that a young girl was raped and murdered, your father says a minister's son is involved. These are all serious allegations. You've got to start now taking public life a little bit more seriously. This is really gutter ki rajniti.
See, you know how the Mumbai circle is.
What is? I don't know what is the Mumbai circle. I don't know who goes to whose parties. I'm not interested in all that. I want you to say directly. Either you come up today with evidence, or you all must shut up.
That is a matter of investigation. That's what I'm saying. Now, what you're saying is, now listen to me. Now listen, let me talk for a couple of minutes. Now, what you're saying is, what my father said, what I am saying.
Yes.
Let it come out in the open. Let the investigation happen. Let whatever is there. Let the people know fair and square what has been happening from the past 50 days. Now, what do you know and how do you know that what has been happening from the past 50 days? What if the evidence has already been destroyed? What if the people involved, wrong people, are being investigated, and the people concerned, people involved in that case, are scot-free, roaming around free? They are not even been called for investigation.
Sir,
now, what do you call that? No one should answer. No one should.
I have to go by the evidence before me. You know, let us not run. The problem is we are all right. Studios are, various channels are running media trials here. Today we had Suraj Pancholi. Our aim here is to get the actual newsmakers. Suraj Pancholi, an actor who your father claimed had a party on the 8th of June, a party where Disha Salian was there, after which she was raped and murdered. He denies there was a party in his house. He says it's a bald lie. Dino Moria, according to your father, also had a party 13 where Aditya Thackeray was there, after which they went to Sushant Singh's house. That is also said to be a lie. My point is, when you start naming individuals in public life, then you should back it with evidence, no? Not by suspicion.
Obviously, he's going to deny. Everyone knows what Suraj Pancholi has done.
Sir, I am not interested in what Suraj Pancholi has done in the past. I am saying, all of you are saying Aditya Thackeray attends film parties. You also probably attend them. Is that now going to be the basis of the crime on the basis of which you want him to be questioned?
Did I say that? Did I say that?
You did.
I think
you want him to be questioned.
Taken me wrong. I think you have not understood what I am saying. I am saying Aditya Thackeray should be called for investigation. Everyone around him should be called for investigation. There are people who do his work. There are people who call him for parties. There are people who do a lot of stuff for him. For example, a guy called Rahul Kanal. He's directly or indirectly with Aditya Thackeray in all that he does after 8 p.m. Why wasn't he called? And why weren't all the people around him called? Why isn't Aditya Thackeray called? If his name is coming up somewhere or the other, somewhere in the case of his name is coming up, why isn't he called? That means the Mumbai police is working under pressure. They want to hide something. They are hiding. They want to divert something, and that's the reason why we are talking about it.
Sir, if anyone
has... The reason why we are talking about it, we don't want the case to get diverted. Whoever the culprit is, sir, whoever the criminal is, he should be caught and he should be booked.
No, 1 minute. 1 minute. You and I are not the investigators. You have every right, or anyone has right, if they have any evidence, to go before the police. My problem is what is happening in this case. People are simply throwing names. They are conducting media trials, and that is the worrying part.
See, you can have problems with me taking their name or someone taking their name. Just because I don't know why you don't want me to take their name. What if he's involved? And after 1 month or so, you get to know that, yeah, he was involved. But just because no one took his name, and later on, if his name would have come, then what would have happened? Now, we know something fishy is happening. Something is happening that is being pressurized. And Mumbai police is being pressurized. Otherwise, they won't behave like this. We have never seen Mumbai police behave like this unless and until they are connected to the top post. I don't see any reason why Mumbai police has behaved like this in any case.
So you are going to go ahead and back your father's stand that Disha Salian was raped and murdered without providing me any hard evidence. You are suggesting that the Mumbai police was pressurized. You maintain that. Am I correct?
I will not change just because you are telling me to change.
No, I am not. The fact is, your father said that she was raped and murdered, that there were marks on her private parts, a minister's son was present there. All this is being said by y'all. I'm repeating this again and again, unfortunately, because I want it very clear from y'all that when y'all start making these charges, you better back it up.
I'm saying what he has said. You have not understood what he is saying. He has said, I read what he has said. Even though I have not seen, I read what he has said. What he has said is there should be proper investigation. Investigation should happen. Investigation did not happen after a suicide. We don't even know if it is a suicide or a murder or a rape. That is why investigation should be fair and it should happen. That is what he has said. Now, what you are saying?
Sir, the fact is he has said much more than that. I'm going to ask you again. It appears to me that there is an investigation which is being carried out parallelly. In that investigation, your fathers and others have already decided to prejudge. This is prejudging. Let's be very clear. This is all of you have decided to prejudge and fix the case. Somehow or the other, get the Maharashtra government involved. Get Aditya Thackeray involved.
No. You did not understand because you are so, you're so busy protecting them and you're feeling so bad that I'm taking their name or my father has taken the name. You're not understanding what I said. What I'm trying to say is there should be investigation, proper investigation, non-biased investigation, and no one should be left just because they are CM's son or just because they're a minister in the Maharashtra state government. They should not be left. They should not be left. That is what Mr. Rane has said, and that is the same thing that I am saying.
You know, the worry that I have is that somehow this case seems to be the people who are at the forefront are is the BJP IT cell, journalists and channels that are seen to be close to the BJP. You are raking up these charges. I am only asking you, why do you not allow the police to carry out an investigation?
See, boss, you always have a problem with the BJP's IT cell. Now,
no, I have no problem with anyone. I will show you how the IT cell works.
In this Sushant Singh Rajput matter, the investigation that has not been happening fairly, according to us, from the past 50-60 days. Now that the case has gone to the CBI, it should come out in a fair manner. Everyone should be investigated. Every matter should be investigated. Every day, every footage, every car number, every person who's involved, whether there was a party, whether there was no party, everything should be under the scanner. Every phone call should be under the scanner. And it should be out in the world. It should be out.
Okay,
for
let
the
me
people
ask
to
you,
decide.
Mr. Nilesh Rane, in
And
conclusion.
they should be booked for whatever crime whoever has committed.
Agreed. People should be booked, but people cannot be booked in TV studios. I'm going to ask you this, therefore. What if the probe, whether by the CBI, Mumbai police, anyone, concludes there was no political involvement, that all the conspiracy theories were false? Will you and all those like you who are making these charges apologize?
See, you are making it a false story. What I'm asking is, I'm asking for a fair investigation.
What if it turns out to be a fake story that you are doing to only settle? What if it turns out to be a fake story for settling political scores?
Huh? So let the agency decide. You cannot decide. Let the agency decide.
And not murder? What if it is suicide and not murder?
There is plenty of time for that.
Okay. What if it is suicide and not murder?
Why will I apologize? Why will I apologize? And why are you asking me for an apology? It is my duty. If something is going wrong in my city, in my state, in my country, it is my duty to ask questions. I will not apologize to anyone. And why should I apologize? Just because I took his name? Now, if there are 100 things that prove that he was there, something fishy has happened, he is supporting someone, he is diverting the matter, he is trying to destroy the evidence. If I am saying something, why should I apologize? And to whom should I apologize? What?
Okay, let's leave it then. You've made your stand clear. I appreciate your joining us, Nilesh Rane. I will hold you to every word that you have told me today. All of this has been recorded. You've named Aditya Thackeray, and we will see whether Aditya Thackeray, what he decides to do. In fact,